Hi friends, welcome back to another video. We are on day 4 of 12 days of DBT. Seems like these days are really going by pretty fast, but hey, that might just be me and my poor perception of time. I didn't wake up irritable today, which is a good start. I woke up tired, low on spoons, and I just already feel like I was running on empty. Exhaustion makes my emotions sharper, it makes them more heavier, and I feel like it makes them more quicker. I'm more quick to react on my emotions when I'm more so obviously dysregulated and exhausted. But there is a part of DBT that talks about how physical depletion makes emotional regulation 10 times harder, which I completely agree with. And I never understood how true that was until therapy, and I was actually physically pointing out and trying to pay attention to how it was making me feel. When I'm this tired, I can either let the exhaustion snowball into intensity, irritability, shutdown, impulsivity, or I can do what I'm doing now and intervene early and try and help just a little bit. I like to remind myself that that is what using like your real DBT skills in real life looks like. Either letting yourself sit back and have all of the cards come falling in on you, or grabbing a piece of wood, grabbing that plank, grabbing that life raft to try and hold the cards up afloat for as long as you can until the wind of gusts that was going to go ahead and push those cards down pass, which would be our feelings. The DBT skill that we're going to be using today is TIPP, and this one is my absolute favorite. I'm sorry, this in between like sensory soothing, TIPP, you just can't really go wrong with her. She's always there for you, and quickly too. So TIPP is a DBT skill from distress tolerance. It stands for temperature, intense exercise, paced breathing, and paired muscle relaxation. It's meant to help you rapidly regulate your emotions and bring your nervous system back to a baseline, or at least under control, when you feel like you're about to split or spiral. And for me, whenever I engage in TIPP, I take a shower. I take a super cold shower because then I can either get full body sensation of the mammal dive reflex being activated, or again, your face, where it feels like you're drowning. You can dip your face into the water, and that also activates it as well. Dipping your face into some cold ice water. Warm relaxes tense muscles. So if you're feeling a little bit more tense, taking a nice little warm shower helps release that. That actually makes a lot more sense, because whenever I was having restless leg syndrome from my medication when I was younger and I used to live with my mom was always like, oh, just go take a hot bath. I didn't really understand why. It's supposed to help relax your muscles. Now I understand. Restless leg syndrome was a symptom I got from all of the different medications that I tried throughout my years. Did not enjoy her. I no longer have to deal with her anymore. Thank goodness. Restless leg syndrome was a biatch. But that makes sense as to why she told me to do that. For some neurodivergent people, I know the scent of the soap, the routine of the shower, the sensory input of the water can help regulate emotional overwhelm. Now, I know for some people it's the opposite. They hate the way the water feels on their skin. They hate getting in and out of the shower. They hate going from wet to dry. Getting something cold or walking in the deep freezer when I'm at work, taking a shower, holding cold ice cubes on my temple or on the back of my neck, or even getting a cold rag and like sitting it over your face, just letting it sit there until it loses its coldness, you know what I mean? We're going to use our TIPP skill before our exhaustion turns into something else. We don't want that. We don't want to get to that point. All the water left my hair and went onto my shirt. can't braid. Oh! I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I tried. I don't know if I got it down. It's just very poofy back here, and I want to fix that.
One eternity later.